Chief Minister's face of Haryana, Chief Minister's face of UP. Right. They've not spent his time there. It would have been much better for BJP in 2019.
About it because it's important to talk about it now. The BJP is changing the political face of the country. We are getting the first visuals of counting beginning now. I believe this is Punjab right now. It can start. I believe it's already started or initial phases are on right now. These are first visuals coming from Punjab right now where counting is about to begin. The election commission chief has come out and said that transparent counting is necessary. I'm not sure what he means by that. I believe EVMs are quite transparent. Kumar Vishwas has joined us, Aam Aadmi Party leader as well. He spoke to my colleague just minutes ago. Let's take in what Kumar Vishwas of the Aam Aadmi Party is saying.
Big screens, clearly you're expecting a victory.
बिल्कुल चुनाव राजनीति का एक हिस्सा है और हमें पूरी आशा है, पूरा भरोसा है कि पंजाब में, गोवा में हमने जो मेहनत की है, भारतीय जनता, इस देश की जनता, लोग हमें अच्छा निर्णय देंगे और 75 का जादुई आंकड़ा पार करके पंजाब में हम सरकार बनाएंगे.
Now exit polls are showing a neck to neck with the Congress and AAP. In the past, you've accepted outside support of the Aam Aadmi Party, of the Congress. Would you accept outside support from another party in case of hung assembly?
आप लोगों ने एग्जिट पोल किए हैं तो निश्चित रूप से मेहनत की होगी, लेकिन जब से हम राजनीति में आए हैं, ओपिनियन पोल और एग्जिट पोल के खिलाड़ी हम नहीं रहे. हम उनमें सदा पिछड़े हैं और जमीन पर सदा जीते हैं. भारतीय जनता पार्टी को यह हुनर हासिल है कि वो ओपिनियन पोल और एग्जिट पोल में पता नहीं कैसे जीत जाती है और दिल्ली, बंगाल, बिहार में हर जगह हार जाती है. मुझे आशा है कि इस बार भी ऐसा ही होगा.
What is the plan for today? You will be monitoring the results right here. Will you be heading to Punjab? What is the plan?
पंजाब के साथी एक साथ बैठेंगे. हम लोग रात 11-12 बजे तक साथ बैठे हुए थे हम सब लोग. पंजाब के साथी एक बार बैठेंगे, उसके बाद वो अपने नेता का चयन करेंगे. हम सब स्वर्ण मंदिर जाएंगे, माथा टेकेंगे दरबार साहब में, प्रार्थना करेंगे ईश्वर से कि खुशहाल पंजाब, दशमेश पिताजी से, 10 गुरुओं से, कि खुशहाल पंजाब की भूमिका तैयार हो.
Last question, what are your expectations for Goa?
गोवा में चूंकि मतदाता बोल नहीं रहा था, लेकिन गोवा में मुझे उम्मीद है कि एक अच्छी राजनीतिक दिशा गोवा में हमारे लिए खुलेगी.
That's Kumar Vishwas speaking to NewsX. Clearly a lot of optimism here at Arvind Kejriwal's residence at 6 Flagstaff Road. With video journalist Avinash, Vandana Sebastian for NewsX in New Delhi.
Right, Hartosh Bal, Kumar को पूरा विश्वास है कि होगा आम आदमी पार्टी का भला. What do you say?
Well, let's see. I mean, they're going to do well. I still feel that they will fall short of a majority simply because there is one region of Punjab. They themselves admit that they are not doing well in, and you cannot win. They'd have to do really well in the Malwa, get more than 2/3 of the seats in the rest of the state to do that well.
All right, so premature celebrations, but they do make a big sort of entry into Punjab, and this is a state which has full-fledged state powers. This is what Kejriwal wanted.
You have to give it to them. They have created their presence in a state within the last 3 years in a way that was totally unexpected. Of course, there was an opportunity, but you have to make use of that opportunity, and they've done so. They've shown potential that they can replicate it in other states. So we have to look out for them.
Gujarat is next for the Aam Aadmi Party, Kejriwal.
Hartosh, don't forget that outside Delhi, Punjab was the only state. In fact, Punjab is the only state which returned for MPs.
Yes.
So
that was also unexpected.
And two of them were knocked out.
From this region of Malwa, and therefore they would have to, as Hartosh said, sweep this region to compensate for their lack of being able to dent the Majha region and so on, the areas around Amritsar. But to your question on Gujarat, there is no doubt that the next target, as it were, for the Aam Aadmi Party is going to be Gujarat. They are looking at states, they're choosing their states very carefully. They're looking at states which are itching perhaps for a change, which have had status quo for a long time, where an anti-incumbency may be building up. And there is no doubt, as Raghav Chadha was on this channel saying, that their calculation is that the Congress, to quote him, is going from irrelevance to extinction, and the Aam Aadmi Party is there to fill that space.
Is the natural successor to that party, yeah.
That is the space they are.
In fact, Barkha, they had
And
started...
Zafar Bhai from Gujarat, you tell us.
No, in fact,
that
right at that time he had started.
Yeah.
Means they were, what they have done here in Delhi, the resentment class.
Yeah.
That they have started working, and that they did in Punjab, the Dalit Sikh.
Yeah.
Same thing they started, and they got a fillip with this Hardik thing.
Hardik Patel.
So he's working on those fissures wherever they are, and he's putting his place. So he's already much ahead of any other political party in Gujarat then anybody would have...
Has the
Ahead of BJP or
AAP understood
You mean
this
ahead of the other opposition
politics
parties?
better than the Congress party's new generation or this current generation? They understand disruptive politics. That's exactly what they play at, and they're better at it than the Congress party right now.
हमारी जुबान में बोलते हैं फटे में पैर रखना तो जहाँ फटता है
So well said.
they enter
Okay.
तो वो फटे में
How
With the
can
Congress receding to the background.
breach? Step into the breach.
With the Congress receding to the background, Aam Aadmi Party is a part of a larger plan to make India Congress free. Number two, if Aam Aadmi Party was to win Punjab, it will be the only regional party to be governing two states, Delhi and Punjab. So its ambitions will amplify. You know, they will go either to Karnataka, where they are doing very well, and Gujarat 100%, and, you know, Goa, and maybe, you know, Himachal. So they will start, you know, spreading, and they will take advantage of the, you know, extinction of the Congress and the diminishing, power of the Congress.
Does the Delhi taxpayer have that kind of money to make them spread their wings so far?
No, their money is coming from
Well, that's another discussion topic.
See the amount of NRIs that were camped there.
That's right.
But I heard something else. I heard the NRI story was just amplified to make it look like a lot of people are coming there. There were NRIs, but nowhere close to. Money came in. The actual person
Some fishy money also.
Well, whatever.
There's only fishy money in politics.
Who doesn't have
There's
fishy
only
money?
fishy money in
Other
politics.
also, Aam Aadmi Party is doing extremely well in Malwa, but, you know, Congress in 2007 had done extremely well in Malwa also, when the Dera Sacha Sauda supported Congress, but still they were...
Deras of the BJP this time.
They had gone with Akalis. So Aam Aadmi Party has to make up for in Doaba and Majha to
Don't
be able
forget, you talked about money about AAP. If BJP is nearly 80% undisclosed sources, Congress is 84-85%. These guys are also 67%. Whatever happened to the Ram Leela?
All right, speaking of the Aam Aadmi Party, Atishi Marlina joins us right now, a spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party, as well as Jaiveer Shergill of the Congress Party, I believe, is already patched through to us. Atishi, quickly to you right now. Aam Aadmi Party doing well in Punjab, but not well enough to form a government. How will this translate into your national overdrive? I believe Gujarat is next for you. Do you believe your brand of politics is catching on and you're the natural successor to what the Congress seems to have bungled up in this country?
Yeah, I have no doubt that our brand of politics is catching on, but I also have no doubt about the fact that the exit polls have underestimated the amount of votes we are going to get. Aam Aadmi Party is going to get a clear majority in Punjab, and we will be forming a government single-handedly.
Now, that's a confident statement. My second question was your national ambitions. Now, we've been talking about this for the past 2 days, Atishi, and I've spoken to you about this as well. Do you really believe you can take on, in 2019 specifically, the might of the juggernaut that is Narendra Modi?
I seem to have... See, I think it's very clear that the nation is looking for an alternative. There is the existing brand of corrupt politics, the existing brand of communal politics is something that the people of the country want to change from. And you can see this pattern repeated across the country. Wherever there exists a clear alternative, a leader whom people feel that can provide clean politics, they vote for him or her. Unfortunately, there are many states where such an alternative does not exist, in which case people have to go with existing conventional options. But you can see exactly that same trend in Delhi, you could have seen that trend in Bihar, and now you're going to see the same trend in Punjab. That people are going to vote for a clear alternative because they want to
I'm coming to in 2 seconds.
No, just that Atishi Barkha here and Jaiveer is also here, and I was seeing Jaiveer on Twitter getting very worked up about what Raghav said to us just last night, and Raghav was Atishi prophesizing the extinction of the Congress party. Let me ask you straight, Arvind Kejriwal did go up against Narendra Modi in 2014 in Varanasi. Perhaps it was premature for him to do that. Can we assume that a win in Punjab, a reasonable performance in Goa, a Delhi government, so that gives you 2 states, Gujarat next, is the beginning of Mr. Kejriwal's national ambitions with an eye on 2019, seeing himself as that one leader who's disruptive enough to take on Narendra Modi? Atishi.
See, Barkha, from the very beginning, we have always said that we do intend to be a national party because the kind of politics that we are talking about Our stand on anti-corruption, our stand on anti-communal politics, our stand on clean politics is not just for one state or two states. It's for the politics of the entire country. The entire country needs an alternative politics. The entire country is looking for a change in the kind of mess that they see in politics. So far, it has been our strategy that we will first develop our base first in Delhi, then in Punjab and Goa. We will be moving to Gujarat. But yes, of course, we eventually intend to move to the Punjab and Goa. We will be moving to Gujarat. But yes, of course, we eventually intend to move to the politics of the entire country.
Speaking of Goa, Atiji, stay with us. My colleague from Goa joins us right now. Vaishnavi, I know you have limited time with us, but please go ahead. Tell us what we are seeing outside where you are in Goa. It does look like the BJP has an edge in Goa. Will they fall short numbers? The MGP, I believe, is already in talks with the BJP if they need the numbers.
Well, that's right. It's going to be a four-corner fight here in Goa with the BJP, Congress, as well as, of course, the AAP, who is contesting for the first time, and the MGP combined as well. Yes, we've been getting to know that the MGP is in talks with the BJP. If at all the BJP is going to fall short of numbers, then the MGP is likely to support them. However, of course, we'll have to wait and see what the results are going to be. But it's going to be a very, very important day for the BJP in order to ensure that they actually retain power. We'll have to wait and see whether they really manage to do that. But Manohar Parrikar at this point of time is already at the BJP state office here in Goa, in Panjim, where we are at this moment. However, also what we are getting to understand is that Mandram, which is the constituency of the Chief Minister Lakshmikant Parsekar, is going to be one of the first constituencies which will be taken up for counting today. So 8 o'clock, yes, the counting begins, and we are expecting that Goa will see the result in the next 2 to 3 hours because it's a matter of only 40 assembly seats. So we're expecting that a clear picture would be there in the next 1 or 2 hours.
I think Goa will be one of the first few states to come in with trends and results. It's a smaller state, you're correctly pointing it out. Thank you, Vaishnavi. We'll come back to you and check in with you later in just a bit. Tariq Siddiqui joins us from Samajwadi Party right now. Tariq, can you hear me? If you can, we of course have our personnel outside the Chief Minister's office and Akhilesh Yadav's house as well. There is an understanding today, right now in the panel, perhaps you're getting cold feet. Your party seems to understand and realize that you haven't really done enough to go beyond what you had predicted internally. Now, do you think the possibility of a BSP SP combine, alliance, understanding, whatever you want to call it right now, is increasingly becoming the order of the day for the Samajwadi Party?
No, Mr. Attahar, our internal calculations are still very clear that we are coming around 240, 250. And there is a reason to this. It's another 2-3 hours. Pictures will be clear whether exit poll is right and our calculation is right. Reasons are very, very clear. We have a 42% base of 2012, which is likely to increase to 45 to 50%. With this calculation, 240, 250 seats, what we are calculating. And I don't see even BJP touching the 3-digit.
Oh, all exit polls are saying that BJP is crossing 200, 261.
We are comfortable.
You're talking about keeping the BJP out. It looks like you're slightly spooked, Mr. Tariq Siddiqui. You're slightly spooked.
No, see, exit. See, we were in field, we were in ground. We have seen several families where votes have come out, and out of 6 people, if 2 have given to Kamal, 2 have gone to cycle, maybe 4 have gone to cycle, youngsters have gone to cycle, elders have gone to the Kamal with their commitments.
All right, Mr. Siddiqui, now I'm going to interrupt you for 1 second because I think we've finally kicked it off today officially. First indicative trend has come from the state of Uttar Pradesh. This is an indicative trend. I must make it very clear, but at least there's something on the scoreboard right now. The BSP is leading in the first indicative trend that we've got right now. And this is the official beginning. The countdown begins now. I want to go to Zafar Sareshwala. Zafar Sareshwala, first indicative trend, BSP is leading.
Comment on this.
No, I'm not going to ask you to comment on this.
Impossible
I'm going to comment on what Tariq Siddiqui was saying. And you contend that, sir, by saying that, you know, they claim 250 internal survey, they worked on the ground. But the BJP maintains, and supporters of the BJP maintain, that the Prime Minister's popularity, that's something he's trying to do, demonetization in fact turning out to be positive in in case of Uttar Pradesh, do you really believe that most of us here in perhaps the studio, other studios as well, are missing the fact that there is still this kind of leher for the Prime Minister, which is not visible to the naked eye?
No, in fact, I'll say from the experience which I had, I traveled in last 2 months, couple of times to Lucknow, Banaras, Western UP. I'll add what Barkha said, that the whole, this Samshan and Kabristan, people are missing because the last sentence of Prime Minister, people are missing. He, in the same breath, he said, अगर होली में मिलती है तो ईद में भी मिलनी चाहिए, अगर होली में मिलती है तो मुहर्रम में भी मिलनी चाहिए. But it's very unfortunate for me. I'll tell you, this is what Prime Minister, because I was very much perturbed. When one of the channels,
because the media likes.
No, I'm telling you something else.
He's saying we didn't hear the last word.
I'm telling you something else. I was perturbed when I was asked by a channel, and persistently they asked. So I got this whole script from the sources, and what I got, that भाई Prime Minister साहब ने equality की बात की है. सुनिए, नहीं, लेकिन yes, that is the issue. That the people from BJP, in the same channel when I was there, the guy from BJP is not even mentioning that Prime Minister completed this sentence.
So you're saying that people are picking up on that they're picking up the Prime Minister's radar?
The BJP themselves. That is very, now coming to what you said, my own experience with this election was, well, धीमी आंच पे और कुछ हो रहा था, but the main focus BJP, BSP और समाजवादी, they were talking of बिजली है नहीं है, करंट पहुंचा है नहीं पहुंचा, सड़क है नहीं है, सड़कें बनी है नहीं बनी. Mean everybody was talking, and the polarization was also based on economics. Earlier that same polarization was on Mandir.
I don't
so
agree.
basically, I feel that the trend has changed.
I don't agree. I think you
more.
move from overt rhetoric to the second
one
tier
more
to
thing,
rhetoric.
Barkha, one more thing. Yes, I could not find that kind of, Muslims are not so averse about Narendra Modi, which we could see before. That negativity.
I said you did not give one single ticket to a Muslim candidate.
Yeah.
उसका जवाब दिया उन्होंने.
Rajnath Singh ने बोला
कि भाई हम अगर
You could find a single capable person. You could not find a single.
नहीं, वो कहते हैं अगर हम टिकट दें तो आजम खान को तो नहीं दे सकते, सलमान खुर्शीद को नहीं दे सकते. भाई हमारी पार्टी में ये हमारा प्रॉब्लम है.
अच्छा,
हमारी पार्टी में कौन मुसलमान आता है और ऐसे मुसलमान आते हैं.
I want to move away from polarization point here. I want to ask him something. Zafar Saab, you're saying that whatever we talked about right now, perhaps an invisible wave in increments, there is still something about the vote-catching abilities of the Prime Minister that most people miss out. We've seen this.
मैं रिक्शा वाले को पूछ रहा हूँ, टैक्सी वाले को पूछता हूँ, बोले नहीं, मोदी है तो भरोसा है. Even Muslims have faith in Modi, not BJP.
No, I'm talking about the economic. I'm talking about the economic distinction you tried to make.
I don't know faith in Modi, yes, but I do not believe. I think the big failing of the BJP, if there is one to be pointed out, is the inability to carry Muslims along. Now,
Okay, we'll ask Suresh Sharma this. He's joining us.
No, but I'm just saying, since Zafar Sureshwala made this comment that Muslims are no longer averse to the BJP, how can you statistically show this? There is no statistical data that proves
Okay,
what
indicative
you're saying.
trends.
Now,
This could be evidence, sir.
Earlier, Muslims used to come out to defeat BJP. क्या BJP को हराओ.
Okay.
वो
We will find out soon enough. Indicative trends. Priya, indicative trends on the screen right now. More indicative trends coming in. The BJP plus, that is the Peace Party and the Apna Dal and the smaller outfits, they are aligned with 5 early indicative trends. They're leading in these 5 assembly segments. The SP follows closely with 3. SP Congress, that is. The BSP is next, 3 neck and neck with the Samajwadi right now. Others / independents are 1. These are indicative trends, remember, these are not results. And Punjab also are coming in right now. We put that down. Punjab is, I think, quicker. It's a small
Yes,
7
These don't count.
Okay, let's talk about Punjab right now.
Health warning, postal ballots.
Postal ballots, NRI power for the AAP. Let's not get excited.
And for Akali Dal, more than
One
half
doesn't
is
really,
given.
exactly, till we see a breakup, what the ballots are, where they are coming from, I think it's too early to say anything at all, and we can always overread these early results.
6-5. It's changing really rapidly right now. I must again remind you, these are not results, these are indicative trends, not even early rating trends. Not even
Indicator is a huge word.
Indicative trends, but this could change very quickly, and it will change rather quickly, especially the lower bottom half of your screen. Jaiveer, Shergill will be joining us right now. Tariq Siddiqui wants to come in, but Sudesh Verma of the BJP also joining us right now. Tariq, quick comment on what Zafar Sareshwala was saying. Then I move to Sudesh Verma. The panel has questions for Sudesh. Go ahead, Tariq.
I just want to ask Mr. Zafar one question. If Prime Minister Modi is the only person who is bringing all the votes, any Muslim candidate, Tom, Dick and Harry, if he would have put his hand, he would have become a leader in
That's
BJP.
a good question.
Why is so frustrated and saying that he doesn't have an Azam Khan or somebody? Azam Khan was not made in a day. Zafar Wala's party also can make couple of Muslim Azam Khan. If Modi is so popular, and where, by the way, whatever 403 seats they have given, they have not given on merit. It was completely on cost combination, extremely backward community, how they can bring votes from there. All these calculations have taken place.
I think Sudesh Verma should answer this.
About Muslims or any other minority for that fact.
Okay.
They have lost. Modi has not built up the confidence in Muslims, neither in Sikhs nor in Christians. All minority across. They could have done.
Okay, Zafar first, then Sudesh. Go ahead, sir.
See, I want to ask one thing. See, we need to move. As a Muslim, I don't want those symbolism. Okay, because you have two Dalit, two Kushwas, one Muslim. I don't want that.
No tokenism.
Now tell me, Congress party and Samajwadi party, who are thriving on Muslim votes.
That has happened.
BJP doesn't make any bones about it. What position have they given? You have won 100% because of Muslims.
Come on.
Without Muslim vote, you wouldn't have been in power. What positions have you given to the Muslims in your, except Azam Khan? Which position? You take Athar, Bihar. They got power because of Muslims.
Much better
and
than
what position have you given?
That's a fair question. That's a fair question. That's a fair question, but you have an answer.
No, to supplement it. And the answer lies in such a report. So everybody has used Muslims as tokenism.
That's true. That's true.
It's not to the extent Samajwadi Party or BSP will come tomorrow to power. Suppose they will use Muslim votes.
Okay. But it's not just the Muslim vote that will win UP. No, it's not just the Muslim vote that will win UP. There is a lot more at play here. Yes.
What they'll get, I'll tell you what Muslims will get in UP.
Muslims are not the only vote bank in UP.
Hajj Committee, Waqf Board, Minority Finance Corporation.
Okay.
And third, हमने आपको बीजेपी से बचा लिया.
Okay, let's give this topic a rest. After Professor Nalpat's comments, we have more.
Athar, I just want to say, I have met a lot of Muslims, and I'd like to say they're interested in the same things as Sikhs, Jains, Hindus, Christians, Buddhists. They want housing, they want jobs, they want good schools, they want health. I mean, this, that people of different religions have different motives and different needs is not correct.
Okay, fair enough. Very quickly, we have more people joining us. Sudesh Verma, you heard the criticism, inherent criticism really, and you've heard this a lot on my show and others I'm sure as well, especially after Rajnath Singh came out, said we should have given more tickets. Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi said the same thing as well. But I want you to move slightly away from this whole Muslim vote bank and / vote bank thingy. I beg your pardon. Let's talk about what we talked about with Zafar Sareshwala. Are even the exit polls and most panelists and pundits on television right now missing the fact, and perhaps that's why the BJP is so confident, that the Prime Minister seems to have struck a chord with the Aam Aadmi in Uttar Pradesh and beyond, that only he and the Aam Aadmi knows about. His personal integrity is untarnished. His personal popularity has not gone down. Demonetization, if you believe some reports, wasn't that big of an issue in the UP polls in some areas.
You see, Athar, the issue is conflict between the two narratives. One narrative which is being spoken about by the opposition and also by a large section of the media, which is about identity politics. And the second is our narrative. We are talking of aspirational politics. There is a big aspirational class when we talk of 65% of youth, irrespective of caste and religious affiliation, they want to have better life for themselves. One gentleman spoke about Sachar Committee report. Sachar Committee report was the biggest indictment of identity politics and Muslim appeasement that happened throughout after independence. So time has come to change that narrative. Whether you are a Muslim or a Hindu belonging to whichever caste, you go to temple, a masjid or a girjaghar, that doesn't matter. What are the basic issues that impact you? Citizen-centric politics. You need better roads, you need better health.
But you can't
brought this narrative.
You can't claim the high moral ground. You can't sit on your high horse and say that this is appeasement. We saw how the rhetoric, how the narrative changed immediately after you got reports that it wasn't really working. Hold on. Hartosh Bal first. Zafar Zareshwala, Hartosh Bal and Tariq Jaiveer in that order. Hartosh first. 1 second. Tariq, 1 second. Tariq, 1 second. Go ahead.
Look, if you look at the rhetoric through the election of Modi, it's very easy now to focus on Kabristan and Shamshan, but it changed on February 19th. That was not the only thing. When Amit Shah speaks of Kasab, what is the development involved in this? This is signaling that goes back to the Mia Musharraf signaling. This is polarization. This is division of communities. Why this desperation when all else seems to be failing? Is that what you are left with always in the BJP?
Let him answer that after a couple of comments. One more reaction coming in. Go ahead, Pankaj Vora.
Kasab was a brilliant acronym device.
No, Sudesh. You also a journalist. Please think on the line.
I'd like to ask Sudesh one more thing.
Yes.
That in the
Appeasing,
2014
asking
elections,
Muslims to vote for you, that is not communal politics. But when we devise an acronym, that
That's
becomes
not an answer to the question.
you know, to
What
add
kind
to
of politics we are
Hartosh,
talking about?
Sudesh, there's a question for you in the 2014
You openly asked
elections.
for votes.
The
from
BJP
Muslims.
was
Then
emphasizing
you
on
vote
good
for us.
governance
BSP
and
asked, Samajwadi Party asked.
and
That is
development.
the biggest communal politics.
Sudesh, listen to the
Done in
question.
Uttar Pradesh.
Sudesh, in 2014 elections, BJP's emphasis was on good governance and development. But over the last 2.5 years, whether it was Bihar or now it is UP, there's no talk of good governance or development at all. You know, BJP is moving back to its core issues, whether it is Ram Janam Bhoomi, whether it is Article 370 or whether it is Uniform Civil Code, you know, through some form or the other. So why is BJP abandoning the development and good governance, which was supposed to be the USP of the Prime Minister when he was Chief Minister of Gujarat? Why is it, you know, falling back on
we have
divisive
never left
politics?
the development platform. We're just trying to change the narrative of...
Mr. Pankaj Vora.
Yes.
Mr. Pankaj Vora, the Prime Minister has not changed the narrative. The BJP has not changed the narrative, irrespective of the fact that we lost Bihar. People thought that we'll resort to the old tactics, but no, development is the mantra that we have
But
owned.
then why a
And
phrase
we have
like
won
Kasab?
2014.
Why a phrase like
Tell me
Kasab
if we
to-
talk of...
Sudeshi, why a phrase like Kasab to describe the opposition?
We were talking about discrimination in development.
Why
If you
dis-
want to
why
develop
use an
Kabristan,
acronym like
develop
Kasab?
Sansan also.
Why
Don't
use an
discriminate, this is
acronym
what
like
we are
Kasab?
saying.
Why use an
Development
acronym like
politics
Kasab?
cannot be discriminative.
All right, Jaiveer Shergill joins us.
So what is the problem in that? If Congress has a K, Samajwadi Party is
I'll make a
Bafta
comment.
Party can't have it.
We're getting some more inputs now. Let's go outside the studio for a bit. Let's go outside the studio for a bit. Sudesh, we'll know soon enough whether or not that has worked at all, the development pitch of the Prime Minister and the development tone. 1 second. Jaiveer, I'm coming to you after this. Your leader, Harish Rawat, your party leader in Uttarakhand, has spoken to NewsX exclusively right now. Uttarakhand, of course, is one state which could go either way in this election. Harish Rawat might just do enough to swing Uttarakhand. He, of course, refers to the Dev Bhoomi